are quite a young architectural firm, established in 2004. We have 4 partners, so basically mostly they are from different backgrounds, but we all graduated from the UK and we are all the same age. So previously we all been working in separate companies and separate entities. So one day we decided that we should start a firm. So back in 2004 we formed a company called PDA Partnership, which is a sole proprietor company. It's not even a Sdn Bhd, so we operated from a house. So when we got a job, a certain job, a big job, then one of the requirements is to have a Sdn Bhd company, so we formed from PDA Partnership into PDA Architect Sdn Bhd. Basically, all the partners have a say in all decision making. So different partners, they're doing a separate project themselves. So there's no intervention between one partners to another. So one partner don't go to partner B and say, hey, we should be doing that, we should be doing this. So each partners will do their own project, and they have their own architects and they have their own draftsmen. With 4 partners, so it's 22. Not all the staff are here. Almost half of the staff are at site. So those projects that we've done in Malacca, for instance, which is a 200 million site kecil Malangan JKR, you need 3 site clerk there. So we station them there. So as we go on, when we get more projects, we need to rope in more people in. For instance, we have a project coming up, which is a hotel. So we need to rope in other people. But once everything is confirmed, then we bring in people in. Not presently, because otherwise our overhead will spike up, and then we're gonna have troubles with our overheads. Okay, we've done a lot of jobs. As you can see, this is the one that we've done in Abu Dhabi, which is 5 blocks of condominiums and 7 villas in Abu Dhabi. This is one of the bigger ones. This is about 3.5 billion US. We've done a lot of housing development, like Putrajaya, what you see outside. We've done for INP, Island and Peninsula, Kinvara, CBD and condo and bungalows. We've done for ENO, which is in Penang, Tanjung Bunga, CBD and bungalow. We've done the UITM Convention Center, the new campus. Okay. For instance, as you can know, we are all architects. So basically, architects, everything must be quality control. Everything. There's no two other way of doing it. So basically, we're doing buildings. If there's no quality, the building collapses. So everything there's law and bylaw that we guides us. That we have to follow accordingly. So every time we get a design, so usually the partners, we will sketch whatever we want. We transfer that to the computer, and then we pass it down to our architects. Architects will transfer down to the draftsman. But when in the design process, usually we sit together with the architect and the draftsman in front of their computers and tell them, the adjustment that they're required to make, and the problems that we foresee later on that might arise if the adjustment is not being made. So that's how we go for quality. That's how we go to maintain the quality. And sometimes also we do a lot of brainstorming where we sit together and brainstorm certain ideas. And we at the same time we are also teaching the younger architects the problems that certain decision making that they make that will make certain problem arise later on. Okay, and also for the product and things like that. Of course, you can see tiles coming in, white horse. All the supplies. We get a lot of supplies coming in, roof tiles, windows, everything. You can see. So basically, they bring their building technology to us, and we propose to the client. But at the end of the day, it's up to the client to approve or not. If the client decide to take, then this is it. So we propose and we design accordingly. So we highlight certain rooms, which tiles for the clients, so they can touch, feel, and see the material that we'll be using. Basically, whoever comes into architectural firm, you must be able to hit the ground and run. We don't have time to say, okay, this is how we do it. No such thing. When you come to an architecture firm, we expect you to be able to do at least 30%. That's why once you studying architecture, you actually learning to be independent. So that's why the lecturers give you deadlines. They don't care how you do it when you get it done. Sometimes you think, one day how am I going to get it done? But you always get it done. Because in reality, that's how it is. That's what happened. So, like it or not, once you come into an architectural firm, you must be able to hit the ground and run with it. Normally, for the junior staff, we can take those freshly graduate students. Usually they become junior draftsmen. Even if they have degrees themselves, they will become a draftsman first, not as an architect, because it's a totally different thing for them. After studying and suddenly building something that they have to be responsible for, because you must able to understand. Those who graduated, they're about 25, 26 years old. Once they're working for us as an architect, you'll be meeting clients who has 50 years in experience in building technology. So these 50 years people will actually take advantage of you because you're freshly grad. So basically, we don't push them to the front yet. So when we go for meetings, usually the partners goes for a meeting, or the senior architect goes for a meeting. But never those freshly grad, they actually attend meetings, which is entirely out of the question. Because usually in a meeting, a big meeting, the decision maker must be there. Decision maker are the partners. Moment as most architects, they're using PC, but we use Mac. So we have different software altogether. So we architects, we work together closely with civil and structural engineer and also mechanical. So these people, the other consultants, actually use AutoCAD, and we use Vectorworks. But Vectorworks have AutoCAD capability, So we have to convert the drawings, certain drawings, and email it to them, so they can actually read it. But they can send it to us in AutoCAD, because we can convert to Vectorworks. So actually, Vectorworks is much better than AutoCAD. But the hardware itself is like 3 times more expensive than PC. And actually we prefer Mac than PC, But in every instructions or drawings, we actually, when we transfer from one terminal to another, we have Dropbox. We have Dropbox. So in each of our draftsmen and architects, they have their own Dropbox. So they can see Dropbox from Zainal, Dropbox from me, Dropbox from their friends within the office. So they can click that Dropbox and they will see the amendments that they have to do. Okay, for usually in office, normal office, you will see boss sitting in separate in a room, defunct. I mean, not associating themselves with the staff. We, on the other hand, we like to sit together with the draftsman and the architects, because it allows us to shout instructions. You know, so they can actually ask us anything that they're not sure about without having to go to our room. You know, they say, Cik Lan, I have a bit of a problem here. Can you please come here? You know, so it's easy. And also, it allows what we realize that whenever we have discussion, I mean informal discussion between the partners, the staff, the junior staff, they can actually learn something because they can hear. Especially when junior staff, they don't involve in contracts. But partners usually we discuss about contracts, BQ, something like that. So they learn. We allow them to open their own Facebook. They can actually do the drawings and have a Facebook there. You know, they can click the Facebook open, answer the question or whatever, put it aside, continue their work. Because here at architecture, there's no 9 to 5. You work for deadline. I don't care how you do it, but make sure, if I say 2 o'clock on the 15th, everything is there. 2 o'clock on the 15th. Because the presentation are made by me and my partners, not by you. You know? So whatever drawings and proposals that I ask you to do, they must tell me earlier. You know, brief me earlier and let me actually go through your proposal. You know? Actually, for instance, we do a lot of maintenance. Computer maintenance, plotter, printing, and things like that. So usually we assign one partner to do that, to engage in those things. So he does most of the admin job. But he also does a lot of designs and things like that. So extra work for him. You know? So basically these people, for instance, Zainal is our man here. So whenever we see that the paper A1 drawing, you know, this is A1. So it comes in roll. So whenever you print, you cut. The machine will cut itself. And the print, you cut. So this is A1. So it comes in big rolls. You know, so whenever we see that, when we want to print it, you can see this is one project. The amount of drawing that you have to do. This is normal. Sometimes we get up to here. You know, the printing for one project. So we need to make sure all these inks and papers are all must be made